notice there's a little bit of rust around here. Just a slight amount. Now this is a cause for concern. I don't know why, but you have to be really careful. It's really easy to round out these drain plugs on these transmissions. That's a small hex in there. The first thing is you want to make sure that the hole is totally clean, and this is going all the way in. But we put a wrench to it and it didn't feel right, so I'm going to give it my special shock treatment. It's going to be a two-phase shock, and I'm going to share this little tip with you if you ever have this problem. First thing is get a hammer, and you're going to hammer on the socket. Now what this does is it shocks the threads. Okay, and then hopefully that'll loosen it a little bit. I mean, you can't wail too hard on it because you have a flexible pan here, but you're going to give it about 10 or 12 nice taps like this. Okay, that's phase one of the shock treatment. Phase two is to get your ratchet and what you don't want to do is turn it slowly like this. You don't want to just go, because if you do that, that's going to hit those corners and round that out. So what I do is I give it the shock by just coming out here. Watch this. And I'm going to just hit it like this. Wow, that didn't feel good at all. Okay, we'll do it again. If I round this out, I'll show you the next trick. Okay, now, I want to get the wrench where I can give it a good wrap, and I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to hold up on this, and I'm going to give this a good wrap here. All right, hear that? Shock number two. Now it's loose. I hope you enjoyed watching that tip. I'm not going to thank you for watching. I think you should thank me. And now for the rest of the story, okay, the rest of the tip. When you're draining transmission pans with warm fluid, you need a rag tied around your wrist. If any of you ever had fluid go down your arm, up in your armpit, you'll say, yes, Kent, that's what I want to do. So this is kind of hard with just one person, but lay it down like this, and we're going to tie a knot. All right, there you go. And then just tuck this in, get it tight. So when you pull that plug, if any of that oil comes whipping out here, it's going to go right in the rag. If I do this right, I won't even get any coming down my glove. But if you stumble, it's going to roll right down that glove into the red rag. Okay, look at that. See, let's say just, see? Let us just let it drip down. That's what happens. Isn't that nice? Why do I love red rags? Let me count the ways. And this is the final transmission drain tip I'm going to leave you with. When it's done draining, you don't have to worry about it completely drip free here because you are pulling the pan off and you're going to clean it. But put the plug back in, because when you go to take the pan off and start tipping it around, you'll have more fluid dripping down your arm, I guarantee it. So get that pan plug back in there, and you know something else? I would recommend you go ahead and torque it right now. You say, well, Kent, you're not even done here. But guess what? You put the pan plug back in, you don't leave it loose. Never do that. You tighten this down, and if you come back later and need to remove it, well, then you untighten it again. But never put a bolt, a critical bolt or nut in that you walk away from thinking you're going to come back later and tighten it down. Don't we just love working on transmissions? They're so clean.